Hello guys, and welcome once again to a new video. In today's video I want to show you how to install an OEM dash cam, a 4K OEM dash cam in a Hyundai Kona and transform this to this. But before starting the installation process, let me show you what you can find in the box. So of course we have the OEM dash cam together with the plastic cover, that will replace the original one. It's one-to-one to your car. An user manual, which you will need also to install the application needed for the dash cam. The reverse camera, which by the way it's only full HD, not 4K. This one is 4K. And in my case, since I don't have auto-dimming rear view mirror for power, I need to take power from the fuse box, and this is the hardwire needed for the fuse box. In my case, the unit came already with the SD card already pre-installed. This is a 64 gigs, but as I understood they also have a 128 gigs SD card. Since this is a 4K camera, you will need a lot of space. And of course we have a pry tool needed to remove the original cover, and of course SD card reader in order to format your SD card or download footage from your camera. Okay, so in order to remove the cover, you'd only need to put the rear view mirror in this position, put your finger over here and pull towards you, and then on this side with the plastic pry tool just make a little bit of space and it will pop off. Same on the other side, just a little bit, and then with a downwards movement it will glide right off. Wiggle it a little bit, and you can. Now the next step is to put the cable, the powering cable, to route it all the way to the fuse box. In case you have a electronic dimming rear view mirror, you will have a cable, and the camera comes with the adapter cable and you don't need this. But in my case this is a standard rear view camera, so I need this end that will connect to the camera itself. I need it over here, and I will tuck it underneath the headliner and move it all the way to through here and to the pillar, to the fuse box right underneath the steering wheel. Okay, so we routed the cable all the way from there to here. We removed this side panel and we are next to the fuse box. And on the other end of the cable we have three wires, or at least three connectors. One, this black one, is for ground, and this will be connected either here or here. Everywhere where is contact directly with the chassis, this is the ground wire. And the other two cables, one is labeled ACC and the other one is BAT, from battery plus. So this cable goes into the fuse box with a fuse that is permanently connected to the battery, 12 volts permanent, and this ACC one should be connected to one that is only receiving power when the contact is on. So for example, if we take a look over here on the legend, we will use two of the following. For the permanent battery we will connect to the car door system, because this is always connected to the battery in order to open the door remotely, and the other one will be to the power outlet, which we know is receiving power only when the car is powered on. In the meantime, I connected also the cable for the camera, the backwards camera, routed it all the way through the headliner, through there, and all the way back to my trunk lid, and here ended up from here and all the way to the camera on the rear view windshield. So now everything we need to do is remove this protective sticker and connect the camera. We have two cables, one is for the rear camera and the other one for power. So it's simple to connect. There is a small key, yeah, you cannot make a mistake here. Align the keys, connect, and for the camera same procedure, yeah, align the keys and connect towards the position. So the process of installation is exactly the same. Should glide in place. Really simple, like this. Now final step is to put this small piece here, place, and put the rear view mirror back into place. Now really looks nice, and let's go and test. Now let's talk a little bit about the app. The app is called Fitcamx and can be downloaded from the Play Store or App Store for Apple. When opening it first time, you will be prompted to connect to the Wi-Fi. Here, Wi-Fi. And here you will see the name Car Cam and the series of number. This was the one. Based on the manual, the password, the first password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then connect. Once connected, this is the interface of the camera. In the big picture you can see the front camera, and right here on the left upper side you see the back camera in case you have one. Yeah, this is live footage. On the other settings here down we have some settings. Yeah, if you want to record sound, video resolution for the front camera, this is already 4K as you can see. Loop recording, it will create a file for every 1 minute of recording. If you want a timestamp on the footage to know when the event occurred. Drive collision sensor, it has an accelerometer inside, and it will automatically save in case of a bump or an accident if you accept this feature. Then parking monitoring, this is off for me, but if you want to have 24/7 surveillance. You can use it as well in the parking area. Here some additional information. These are not setting but information, Wi-Fi network, and a firmware name, and the factory reset button, and here is the format button for the SD card. And more or less this is the app. In case you want to download videos, yeah, you can go here on the SD card, and here it will be stored all the footage that the camera filmed and stored on the SD card. If you want to download one of footage, just click on it and hit the download button or delete, or just make a screenshot. So yeah, in the end, I highly recommend this Fitcamx camera in case you want to have an OEM look and high performance on video quality and footage. Yeah, if you want to buy this camera, take a look in the description of this video. You will find some helpful links in order to have the best deal. So again, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye bye.